note of. Okay, right. So, okay. Few things that I've seen some questions that are a little bit more advanced, and I would okay try and find a way to answer that. Okay. Now, first things first. Okay, let's look at gold, which I know some of you are still in. Um, I was already out of gold actually, but I think you can still hold on for a little while more, or wait for Miriam to actually see any kind of message that she is intending to look out for you guys. Okay, so let's look at gold first. Okay, let's look at gold first. Okay, FXT and TBT. TBT made money. FXT didn't. Some of you actually told that to me already. So that was it. Now, gold is in no man's land at the moment right now. Okay, so you have an option all the way to about 1 or 2 weeks time. So I would guess Miriam would be saying to actually maybe keep in that position for a little while, right? My gold trade was ironically actually triggered on this day when I set a small little profit down there, because I wanted to use the capital to do something else, so I actually did that. Okay, so that was gold, and that's a bit of things that we want to look at. Okay, now if you have any observations about gold, please do let me know, because it is very near the original start point right now, and your position on gold should be not really making money at this moment in time. Okay, now so that's it about gold, so to speak. Okay, now the weekly hedge trades. Some of you make money, and I've got a mixed bag of results over here. In fact, I was looking at FXE and TBT. Most of you make money on TBT. Oh, sorry. Okay, and FXE was quite flat though. Okay, so that was it. Okay, and what I'm going to say right now today is that I have a few interesting things that I want to look at. Okay, one of them is actually on IBM, and IBM is something that pretty interesting one, because the earnings are actually, I believe, tomorrow before market. Sorry, on the 18th after market today. Right, on the 18th after market today. This one is one that did a big move the last time round. Let me hide the studies and I'll share with you what happened. Okay. So this was the IBM trade. Your entry price would be at 152, and the following day it went down by almost $10 over here. Okay. What I would suggest straight up today is that it is opening at 159 right now. Right. Who was asking about this? I think it's is it Grace? Oh, Agnes, you asked me about IBM here. Okay. So on IBM here, right? It's a pretty good, what do you say? I would say this is a very good day to do so, because it is actually a Monday. Right? We'll be doing this one here. So based on what I understand over here, I want to see more strike prices over here on IBM. Okay, I want to look at the one that has delta between 18 and 33%. So it will be a very out of the money trade. One of these here versus about here. Yeah, about here. So these here would be, you need to shoot for a $10 move, okay? And this will be a $10 move. Those of you who do not understand this, you can actually look at the earnings trade later on, okay? So IBM tends to move quite a fair bit, and let's assume that it can move about $8. What I'm going to do is to use the analyzer. For those of you who don't understand what I'm doing here, it's perfectly fine, okay? So I want to project IBM prices tomorrow, okay? So I would have to toggle a few things. One, mainly, I have to toggle instead of percentages. Okay. How come it's in percentages? I don't want percentages. I want it to be in dollars. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Now let's do IBM first. Okay, and I think after I load the symbols, it should be up. Okay. There you go. Okay. So if I were to take the correct deltas that I'm looking at, about 18 to 30%, I would probably do this one, 165 call, and the other delta would be this one, $1.40. Okay. So I would do wrong numbers. Where do I have so many IBM numbers? Okay. So it would be the 165 call and 152.5 put. $2.80 for this. Okay, so I will set my time frame to exit, which is tomorrow. Okay, let me just clear some space here. Time frame to exit would be 19th, 1 day. All right, and I look at my risk profile. Okay, and I put it on a single line. And I can see right now that if this guy here actually moves from right now here to about $7, I would be in a profit zone. If it moves down about 5, I would be in the profit zone over here. So this trade looks to be promising. Okay, $1.40 is your trade, and IBM here, Agnes, this is a good. This is something that you spotted. It looks potentially quite nice to do. Okay, so maybe something that you might want to look at, and I would say that this is a pretty good one. Tomorrow's worst case scenario would probably be about, let me just see the price slices. If you don't understand what I'm talking, about perfectly fine again. Okay, about $70, $80 over here. So this is a good one for you to actually try out. Okay, try it. Okay. Now, Agnes, I would choose the one. It's either the 18% or the 27% to take that particular trade. Either one looks fine because this guy here jumps about $8 to $10 per trade over here, so it looks to be promising. All right, we'll see how it goes. Just take the trade. For those of you who are looking at this right now, have absolutely no idea what to do. Just take the trade out of the money at about 18 to 33%. So it can be either of these three strike prices over here, the delta, or it could be these two. Okay, so either one would do perfectly fine. Okay. Now, some of you are still asking about the gold trade. I will wait for Miriam's message to actually see what you want to do with that particular trade over here. Okay, so that is something that I'm awaiting alongside the 2T announcements, should there be any tonight. Okay, right. Now, Xiangjun, I'll talk to you about Citigroup. If you can call me tomorrow, that would be good. Okay, but I don't usually like to do Citigroup over here. That's what I would say. Okay. All right. A few observations over here. What I'd like to do is to show you guys the overall market, okay, and why the whole thing about the Brexit, whatever it was, is a non-event, and I will share with you right now. Okay. So I have a daily chart. Yeah, I've got a daily chart over here, and this is the last 10 years of the spiders. We in fact made history again. It was all-time high. Look at this reaction of Brexit, and then the market actually went all the way up again. Okay, so we're back in business. The market is making all-time highs today. It may pull back a little bit. Okay, so that is all I can say about the overall broader market. XLE last week was a good trade, I think, because my simulated numbers did result in a profit, and you can actually do it again this particular week. So, Joanne, this looks to be pretty good. Okay, so you can do that again, right? You can actually do that again. Now, what I want to share with you also is it is a feature on the TD Ameritrade software here, which I find pretty easy to teach with. Okay, and this is something over here that I'd like those of you who want to group your results together to see how they are performing individually. Okay, now last week over here I randomly entered some trades on Google, as you can see here. Over here I have a huge list of trades on Google, which I have weeklies on the 22nd of July and weeklies on the 5th of August. Now, this is in case you want to do some testing, you want to find out what pair of trading that you want to do. For example, for IAE, for example, for any other position that you want to do in your short-term trade, whatever it is that you might have. So you've entered several trades over here, and it all comes up in a list. So what happens is that I actually set the quantity, the days, the trade price, and the mark over here, and it comes up in a whole list of results here, which gives you one lump sum for all 4 positions over here. What I like to do sometimes is that I realize that this is something that I learned from one of our students over here. And this guy said, you know, you can actually group your results together. I said, wow, can you really do that? Okay, sure. So what you can do is you actually highlight these 2 positions. If you have it closed, that's perfectly fine. If you right-click on these positions right now, okay, you can actually go to this thing here called Move to Group, all right? And I add group over here, and I rename this group of a Google trade that's expiring 22nd July. And I click OK, okay? And if I choose the August ones, I group this together, move to group, add group, okay? This is Google 5th of August, okay? And I click OK. I can then go ahead and close this Google position, and it will show me, you see? It's separated out right now, a separate P&L in this position statement over here. It's a cool thing that some of you might want to explore, especially if you do IAE, especially if you do different combinations for testing out things like that. So this is actually called grouping, right? And in that particular group over here, it will split out. It shows you what's here, right? And it's here that you can actually delete the group, okay? You can actually delete this group also here on the 5th of August, and you reclassify what you want to do with it. So this is something that is useful. I don't actively say that you really need to do this, and if you want to, you can, okay? For example, I have a July and an August. Let's say I do another trade on Google, just for the sake of showing you what this is about. I do another trade on Google, okay? So options chains are open. I want to do something else, maybe even up to, let's say, September. Okay, buy straddle in September, for example. Okay, so let me do a buy custom, a straddle entry and exit over here. I'll drag it to the mid price, off the mid price, one contract. Okay, and I want to set a target price of, let's say, $50.50, and I send the order in. Send it in again. Okay, so wait for it to fill. It fills. Okay, there you go. It fills. Now, if I go back to my monitor tab, I will see a whole list of Google trades over here. I have no groupings. What I do is that I highlight the July ones and I move it to a group. All right, 22nd July, and so it's for okay. And then on the August one, I do another pair grouping over here. Okay, add a group. Google 5th of August, and I will add the last September grouping over here, okay? Move to group, right? Google, let's say 16th September, and I click OK. I can close my Google positions, the whole lump of Google positions over here, and it will separate out into 3 different groups that I have set out here. So this is something useful, a feature that I find. I can classify what I want to group them together. For example, if you want to group, let's say, your IAE trades together, your weekly trades together, you can choose to do so. It's perfectly fine. You can actually select, holding on to the control button, right, different one, and you can group these 3 together if you want to. That's perfectly fine if that's really what you want to do. Okay, so this is something that you might want to look forward to actually doing. Okay, so this is something that you can look at, you can see it happening. So I would suggest that you explore around it, and you can actually learn how to do it. Okay, now let's recap over here. Some of you are asking me again about what do you call the goal. I'm awaiting Miriam's message on goal. Right, not really doing anything about it. I might fancy a step into an IBM trade. Okay, it looks to be a pretty attractive one to look at, and it's something that is pretty good. Right, right now, given the current scenario on IBM over here, if you were to take that particular earnings trade, over here, I'll tell you what to do right now. I would do the 165 call. 165 call. Now this is something that I want to share with you. I will do a strangle. Okay. I would select the 165 call, which is going for about $1.32 right now. Okay, and I would do the 152.5 put, alright? 152.5 put. 152.5 put, there you go. Okay. So this is the pair that I would do. Okay, in fact I will just might as well just place the trade to show how you do it. Okay. This is something that you do it today, tomorrow you have to be out. Okay. So the NAT price is about $280, I send it in. That's it, I'm in. Okay. So this is the only thing that I would do. Strangle. Wait, strangle. I am entering an earnings trade just purely based on the delta, that's all, which is anywhere between 18 to 33%. I usually choose somewhere in the middle. So it's a 165 call and 152.5 put, which is at 23% right now. So it's going to be these two over here. So I'm choosing this one just for the sake of choosing that particular trade. Okay. So for those of you who are doing this particular trade for earnings, IBM is one that I have I've been looking at every time it does a really big move over here. Okay. So the other two trades that looks to be XLE is the other one. Okay. That was good last week. So you want to enter another trade of XLE, by all means go ahead and do it. Okay. It looks to be about $1. This guy here, it moved a bit last night, but do up your calculations again. Okay. Now, Agnes, good question. How will the fits be if you want to do the 155 put? You can. Definitely okay. It's just a matter of personal choice. That's all. Now, the thing about an earnings like this is it is your own judgment call. What kind of numbers you want to portray, to be looking at. Okay, so it's perfectly fine. You want to do the 155 with a slightly higher delta. If it moves down a little bit more, you will be more delta sensitive, and it would be much nicer for you. Definitely, it would definitely be much nicer for you to take that particular trade over here. Okay, Agnes, there is no way of actually calculating the target price when earnings. It's just based on the jump. That's all. And what I do is that, okay, this is a very good question. How do you set a target price? Okay. In actual fact, you really don't. Okay, if you really want to, this is what I do. As on all conservative trades that I usually do, I see that this trade is about $2.60-70 over here. Don't be greedy. Okay, your particular trade over here is entered at 258. Right? I really don't want to be greedy. I usually set about 20% target. Right, and in this case over here, $3 sounds mighty fine. If it moves more than $3 tomorrow, I'll be out at whatever opening price that is higher than $3. I'm happy with it. That's what I'll do, and that's it. So that's what I usually do on IBM trade over here. So tomorrow, tonight rather, if IBM does have that huge jump that we expect it to do, okay, we should be out tomorrow. Or if you watch the trade like a hawk, you should be able to get it out for tomorrow. And that's basically it over here. Okay, that's how I usually set a target on IBM over here. Okay, so this is the only thing that I am looking for towards IBM, and that's basically, that's basically it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Now, what else is there? I want to do over here. Okay, so the usual weekly hedges are definitely still in play over here. Last week was a pretty good week. I wait Miriam's message on hold. Okay, and there is a new webinar that Miriam has done, so check it inside the coaching call also here. So please do look at that. Right, so this is something that I would encourage you to do. Okay, and right, there is no stop loss on an earnings trade, everyone. Okay, so this is the one. Win, lose, or draw. The next day you have to put that particular trade over here. Okay, but I will share with you about IBM here. This one. It moves, right? It really moves. As to how much it really does move, I'm sure the on okay. Chart's a bit slow, so bear with me, everyone. Okay, the chart's a little bit slow, okay, so really bear with me a little bit. Okay, here we go. So if you look at earnings to earnings over here, this one. 150 one day, 140 the next. This is last year. Okay, let me hide the studies here. This one, 130, 118. Okay. Here, right? This one here was the 152, the 142, $10. Okay. And this is the previous one. So you can see this is a big one over here. The previous one over here was 172 to about 162. It does give a really big jump over here. Okay. Now, today's AMC. All right. Max loss. I will lose or draw tomorrow. You got to get out of this trade. Okay. So that's the thing you will look at. Okay. Now, is this current environment suitable for IAE? Why not? can definitely do so. If you spot this, if IBM actually does make a good move over here, you perhaps want to look at it for IAE. By all means, go ahead and do it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, good. Okay. Now, Grace, the IV, is it of a concern? Now, well, let me just say this. I think it's pretty okay for what I'm looking at over here. The IVs would definitely be above the usual IV of about 30%. So it's about 40-50 right now. If I'm not wrong, it should be about 40-50 right now. There you go. Okay. I am okay with it. I am okay with it. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. It should be fine. Losses are definitely whatever that you put it in. So keep the number of contracts very, very light for this one. Okay, keep it really, really light for this one over here. Okay, so this looks to be something doable, and I would perhaps like you to actually explore into looking this particular trade here. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, so I think yeah, I'm pretty much done for most of the things over here today. If you have certain things that you do not have an answer to, just do your weekly hash trades for those of you who are familiar with it. Specifically, Sanjay, you can call me tomorrow. I'll talk to you about certain things which I don't have the time to actually do so during the webinar, right? And it would be, I can discuss with you a little bit more detail of what you want to ask me, okay? Right, so go wait for Miriam's numbers, okay? Wait for Miriam's numbers, and I guess that's about it, okay? So happy trading, everyone. I will see you again next week then, okay? Goodbye.